Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying the massive turkey you're eating, the stuffing, the pumpkin pie, whatever you guys are eating. And I also hope that your family is much more enjoyable than this family right here. Hey everyone, it's Alexander, the real Mr. Robinson, and this is my review for Knives Out, which is the latest movie from Rian Johnson, which I know when the internet hears that name, they either sing his praises or they absolutely cringe because of, Star Wars. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm doing a whole bunch of other Star Wars related videos leading up to The Rise of Skywalker, so we'll get back to that a little later. Anyway, this movie follows a detective, played by Daniel Craig, who is hired to investigate the murder of, ironically, a famous murder mystery writer played by Christopher Plummer. And this murder happens at the very time he invites his extended family for his 85th birthday. So between everyone in his family, his housekeeper, and his nurse, anyone could have been the suspect. I can't say any more than that because I'll end up spoiling the movie, but this is one that I've been looking forward to ever since I even heard of this movie, because I was on that Last Jedi high. I still am on that Last Jedi high, but even before The Last Jedi, I have been a big fan of Rian Johnson from his work on Looper, so of course this would be one of my most anticipated movies of the year that's not a big blockbuster movie. And I had seen this movie 2 times already before doing this recording. One was at the actual press screening, and another was at a special Collider screening where Rian Johnson was actually there doing a Q&A. And having seen the movie twice, I feel no shame at all in saying that this is hands down one of the best movies of the year. This is in my top 3. I absolutely adore Knives Out from practically every angle. Obviously, this is a classic whodunit movie. It's a murder mystery, and the strongest aspect you need for this kind of movie is the screenplay. And the writing here is just superb. Not only are you watching the entire movie not knowing what's going to happen next and continuously guessing who the killer could be, but it's got some really great dialogue accompanied by a cast who knows how to deliver each line perfectly. And the cast here is just spot on. You've got Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas from Blade Runner 2049, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Toni Collette, Christopher Plummer, Catherine Langford, and many others. Each one of these actors does an absolutely great job. And when you watch these characters, especially within the extended family, you really learn to know that they're not really likable that much. I mean, they're supposed to be, and some of them might be more heinous than others. But when watching this movie, I just sat there and went, man, I'm so glad that my family is not dysfunctional either. It's like watching a David O. Russell movie in the sense that he always has to have a dysfunctional family in his films, except this dysfunctional family is more entertaining to watch because they're all thrown into a murder mystery plot. But again, back to the writing, it's actually a very funny movie as well, and it really made me understand why the humor in The Last Jedi just didn't work for me. It's not that Rian Johnson is bad when it comes to humor, it's just that his humor doesn't really work for Star Wars. Because much as I love The Last Jedi, I'll tell you right now, most of the humor in that movie falls flat. But this movie is really great with its humor, and there are just so many satisfying moments and so many laugh out loud moments. And from the perspective of somebody who has seen this movie twice already, when you watch it a second time, you will start to pick up clues and you really get a sense of how everything that's set up leads to something else. And it's such a clever script. I mean, if this movie doesn't win or at least get nominated for Best Original Screenplay, that's going to be a true crime. Now, as I mentioned before, all the actors are great, but the 2 actors in this movie that really stand out to me are Daniel Craig and Ana de Armas. Daniel Craig in this movie is so good, and throughout the whole movie, he is sporting this southern accent, and it's one of those really great performances that's not only funny, but shows that Daniel Craig has the ability to do an American accent, and from a different part of the United States nonetheless. I think he did a great accent in Logan Lucky, and I think he does a great one here as well. And then for Ana de Armas, she's great as well, and I actually didn't expect her to be one of the central characters. I mean, besides Daniel Craig, she is the main character, and this movie does have a certain aspect about social class and where she fits in and just how it reflects on today's society. Can't say any more than that, because if I say anything else, I'll end up spoiling the movie or revealing how this aspect plays into the film. So I'll just wrap it up right here. This is a perfect movie in my opinion. Having seen it twice, I have no hesitation on saying that this is a perfect movie. It's well acted, well directed, it's expertly written. This is a movie where after you watch it once, you'll want to see it a second time just to see how everything plays out. And on that second viewing, it just makes the movie even better. So, no surprise at all. I have nothing bad to say about this movie. Get off your ass and go see it right now. This is one of the best movies out right now. It's probably the best movie you can see at the moment. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I hope this gets a lot of attention during Oscar season because it's that brilliant of a movie. And there you go, that's my review for Knives Out. And now I want to know what you guys think about the movie. If you've seen it, what did you think? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, leave a comment, support my Patreon page, follow me on social media, and until next time, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.